Hey guys, what's going on? Well, we had a little snow last night, 6 to 8 inches, so I can't really go for a ride, so maybe it's time for a little quick upgrade, right? I mean, why not? Right over here, I got the Cannondale Moterra, and it came stock set up fairly decent. I mean, I can't complain. It's technically a budget e-bike, but it's got some things on it that are good and some things that are bad. A couple of the things that are bad were this stem right here and these bars right here and these grips. You can see it's a riser bar, but not very large. And you can see right here, you can see these grips. I mean, these are not great grips, right? So after riding it, had a little pain right here, you know, commonly known as tennis elbow. And it happened after riding this bike. Now, I rode it out stock, and I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have made some upgrades. I mean, I did do a video about things you should upgrade. I just was so excited. I wanted to get out there and ride. And, well, now I'm paying the price. But I do have the parts to upgrade it. So let me show you what we're going to do. So instead of this rise right here, we are going to go with the SkyScraper right here, the Spank SkyScraper. You can see the difference. I mean, there's quite a difference in the rise, right? So I want to be a little bit more upright, and we'll see if this is too much. I don't know, it might be. So we're going to pair this with these wolf tooth fat paw lock-on grips. Now, they're a little bit fatter, obviously. I mean, there's the name, right? Let me pop these open. We'll take a look. So these are 37 millimeter in diameter. Now here were the grips that came with it, right? You see that? And so you get your hand on there. It's, you know, it's a normal grip, right? Not a lot of cushion. And also, you know, I want to see if something a little bit fatter is a little bit easier on the wrists and elbows, right? So you can see right here, these are foam. It's a nice high density foam though. It's a little bit higher density than the ODI grips I usually run. So now let's look at the difference between the two. You can see that? I mean, that's why they're called fat, right? You can see they are a lot fatter. Here, line them up right there. You can see that? So, big difference, right? So we're going to go these on SkyScraper bars, and we got to put a new stem on though, because this stem right here is not 35 millimeters. So I got this FUNN, you know, FUNN. Got this stem right there. So it's for 35 millimeters, and it is 50 millimeters in length compared to this one, which I think is probably like, I don't know, 15 maybe. There's barely anything on that. And I just, with the upright bars, I just want to push it out just a little bit. So this is going to go on there. So let's get to work. Of course, I'm assuming that this is going to be the right length. It might not be. If that happens, well, I'll have to figure something else out. This does have a couple shims in it though, so it should be okay. Get that out. Let's get this guy out. Let's take a look at this thing right here. FUNN. FUNN is the same brand. It's a Bucklos brand, right? So you can put the stem either like this, or you can put it like this. Now this is down. So if, let's say you're going to run an XC bike, you want to be over the bars a little more, you run it like this. But I want to be upright. So I'm going like that. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better. I'll tighten up the star nut. Let's see what we got here. Now I already cut down these SkyScraper bars. These guys right here, these are uncut. Let's measure these guys. $780 on that, which for me, $780 is a little much. I mean, my other bikes are less. Let's check this one out right here. Yeah, that's like $730. And let's check out this other one here. $740. $740. That's perfect. Now, a couple of the trails I ride have got some trees that are real close together that if you're running, 780, if you're running wide bars, you're just going to catch unless you like jog it like that. But sometimes you still get caught. So 720 to 740 is kind of my sweet spot. Now this is a 60 millimeter rise on this, which 60 is not gigantic. It's pretty good though. I'm sure there's a way to really just fine tune this to be just perfect, but I'm looking for just about. Because it's a new bike, there's a little bit of adapting to it already. So I'm not so concerned about the height. I want it to be straight. You can see I'm wearing the winter hat in the garage because it's a little cold. Outside it is 20 degrees. In here with the giant heater, I got up to about 42 degrees. But it's a little chilly. Hands are a little cold. But I can't really work in gloves. Not this. If I'm building something with wood or something, yeah, gloves, that's not a problem. When I'm doing bike wrenching, gloves, I just don't like the feeling. And, it gets really sweaty and you can't feel like you can't feel the nuts and bolts, you can't feel the threads. I don't care for it. So I go barehanded, even though it's a little cold in here. That I want to be tight. This I don't, not yet. Let's see where the laser is. Laser, laser, laser. And why am I not working on a bike stand? Because this thing is so freaking heavy. I just feel more comfortable with it on the ground right now. Let's slap this guy on. See, the cheap one doesn't want to fit on this stem. Let's try the real Stay Straight. Oh yeah, no problem with that. So this stem, the front here is 50 millimeters. So the Chinese ripoff of the Stay Straight, it will not do 50. It'll do about 46. This one though, this fits the Stay Straight, the original. Let's turn that guy on. Let's get ready to tighten this sucker up. Let's tighten up the star nut in the right area. There we go. And again, you don't need the laser, but I'll tell you what, it makes it a hell of a lot easier. I mean, look at that. I just slap it on there and we're good. We're moving. Where's the torque wrench, you ask? Well, it's in here somewhere. We're going dad tight. That feels about right. And this one, that feels about right. Let me show you. I'm gonna stay straight. Hold on there, you can see that. Ah, look at that. Nice and straight. You can check out, see the stem right here and the mess in the background. Let's take this guy off. There we go. You can see that. Pretty nice, right? So the stem comes in a bunch of different colors. And the bars, obviously, they don't. Now, this isn't a Vibra bar either, you can see. It's hollow inside. And it is aluminum. Now, one thing that is good and bad about these fat paws is they don't have built-in caps on the end. So typically I like the built-in caps, right? But I will be able to use the little hideaway handlebar tools in here because, you know, I want to have a cap. So I'll probably put those in there too. Shifter on there. There we go. I got that guy on there. Look at that, you can logo up too. There we go, right on the end. Put those a little bit in, just to give me more room there. So a lot of people will put these controls, they'll put it right up against the grips. Problem with that is when you're wearing gloves, like fat gloves in winter, it's a lot harder to get your hand out of there, you know, or get your hand when you want to get, you're going downhill and you want to grab it tight. You know, your hands are kind of in the way. You're going to catch on that. So the gloves. So you want to put it a little bit in. That gives you just a little bit more room so you can get a good grip without worrying about messing with the controls. Get your thumb on there without hitting the trigger. Personal preference. Put our dropper control on there. There we go. And then we'll get the brake lever on there. Let's see, where's that other fat grip? Oh, here it is. Now there are a couple different brands that make like these super fat grips. I like these because they're lock-on, and you know, I just like a lock-on than the ones you got to bang on there. It's a little bit more stable. I like the fact that it's more likely not to move on you. There we go. All right, we got that on there. Now, same as the other side, I like to leave a little bit of room here. We got that on there. Get this on there, and then see this little cable right here? This is the speed sensor. It's kind of made to come off. It's magnetic, so you just pop it right in there. It snaps in. You're good to go. This is the control unit. Now it turns the thing on and off. Get that one on there. All right, before we get too far, let's make sure this turns on. All right. We're on there. All right, for now, let's pop our end caps on there. So we got the FUNN stem, we got the fat paw lock-on grips from Wolf Tooth. We got those on there. I know, not a super exciting vid, but you know, got a lot going on right now with the snow and stuff. You can see, look at that. The color looks pretty sweet, right? It matches the frame. I don't know if that matters to you. I think it matters to me a little bit. It looks pretty good. You can see the bars. That looks good. I think this is just going to be a lot better. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you out on the trail.